Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And where we from?
I'm from the edge.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah, yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yo, 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 I'm on my small A, hard point fitted. Dale Murphy jersey, 5-point chillin'. Mookie Blake like illin'. Cleveland Air BP, box of Dutch get it. Speakers in the one of the truths and votes, yeah, I did it. Rice Street, 3 days downstairs, lived it. 95 Freaknik, changed the whole city. Welcome to Atlanta, 96 Olympic. Back and forth, born home, Harry, home, get it. Georgia Dome, Michael Vick, yeah, we still missing. 7 grams a midget, Mooch still with it. Loud pat, gas pat, you strong for my pimpin'. Soul food, busy bee, Mook, go get it. Atlanta, Hollywood, Tyler Perry, fuck with me. Every exit in the city.
Hey, say it's Sunday night, baby. We're back again, the Real Atlanta Podcast. I'm your host, Big Chris. I got my co-host right here, Kim B. What's happening?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
And the man behind the scene, the man with the plan, DJ Lab.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, everybody out here, man? Look here. Hey, we're gonna start off today, man. Just check everybody's temperature. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Hey, Kim, how your week been?
It's been a good week. It was a full week,
Okay.
but it's been a good week. I can't complain.
Right.
Waking up every day is a blessing. So hey,
For sure.
yeah, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Just saying how it is, 'cause you know, like you say, waking up every day is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a full week for me. Everything just been rolling, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I say, life be life, but life gonna keep going. But
Yeah.
one thing about it, it's like it be Sunday so fast, we be right back at you. You know what I'm saying? How about you, Larry? How it been for you today? This week?
Oh, just a regular week, working, podcasting.
Yeah.
That's the, same suit reheated.
Let's go. I like that.
I'm gonna steal that, y'all.
Yeah.
Suit that read.
Bars.
We back. This week we got something special, Kim. What the topic is gonna be tonight?
So we're gonna talk about, have we lost our standards, our etiquette, and our class? We actually listened to a podcast from Frank Ski. Well, a little like a 1.5 minute clip from Frank Ski this week, and he talked about that very subject. So we're gonna play that clip for you guys, and then we're gonna go right in. I asked that y'all at your people, because this is a good topic. Let's go ahead and get people in. But check this clip out from Frank Ski from earlier this week.
And I'm just, frankly speaking, I've been holding on to this one for a while, but I gotta say what I gotta say. When did we lose all our class and etiquette and standards in our culture? People just don't give a damn anymore. And it shows in everything that we do. No class, no etiquette, no standards in our culture. And let me say this to start it off. Do you know who sets the standards for class and etiquette and everything in our culture? You know who does that? Women. When women don't care no more, nobody cares no more. Women, you set the standard. I was looking at this story out of Miami last week. This girl tried to get on an airplane. Her shorts were way too short, and this is what she told the news.
These are just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport with these shorts on.
This is how I walk through the airport with those shorts on? You're in the airport, honey. She tried to validate it later by saying that she wore a robe, a bathrobe to the airport. That's just as bad as women wearing bonnets at the airport. Inappropriate. I don't care what you say. Yes, you have the right to do it. I'm not talking about whether or not you have the right to do something. I'm talking about, is it right to do something? We've lost our standards, y'all. I get so mad when people get upset when they can't get in somewhere because there's a dress code. Well, damn it, there's a dress code. Either you dress that way or you go somewhere else. They won't let you into this restaurant because you got on a crazy looking t-shirt. Go somewhere else. Don't get mad at the restaurant because they want to keep a standard. Our clubs are dying. Our bars are dying because people don't give a damn no more. And guess what? When you don't care about yourself, it shows in everything you do. Your job performance at work, how you treat other people, how you treat the ones you love. When you don't care no more, it shows. And our culture is suffering because there's too many selfish ass people that only care about themselves, and they don't care about the example that we are setting for our children. Let me know your thoughts. I'm Frank Ski, and I'm just frankly speaking.
Something pissed Frank Ski off, because baby, he had to come and talk about it.
But
Woo.
that is kind of deep because, like you saying, like the representation of yourself. That should be a standard. That should be your top priority. You shouldn't want to come out looking crazy or having somebody even looking at you that way. Like, why would you want to go to the airport with some shorts on like that and a bathrobe and a bunny? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like and what he said that the women hold the standard. You know what I'm saying? For when they don't give a damn, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and then one thing I can say too, because the way you present yourself, people gonna address you in that way.
Oh yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah.
So if you walking around like that, whatever, they gonna think you classless. So they're gonna look down on you. You know, and I'm not judging nobody, but I'm just saying that the fact is when your appearance, your appearance is like 90%. When they see you, that's what they're gonna see your appearance. So the first impression is the only impression somebody has.
Yeah, you're right
know what I'm
about
saying?
that. But I think we just need to go back first before we bring it up, because back in the day, we wouldn't dare walk out of the house with, my mom said, not with a scarf on, not with your rollers in your hair, not with house shoes. House shoes are supposed to be worn in the house. The fuck? So it was those certain things that we just didn't even do coming up, because you were a representation of your family walking out of the house. You know what I mean? So let's take it back to that part first. What standards were set, you know, by your grandmama, by your aunties, by your mama. Like it was a thing. And don't you leave out of this house with no dirty bra on or panties, because you don't know if you're gonna be in an accident. They gotta cut you. I've been telling you, it was a thing. Like no, I'm talking about this what it was, like for real. Clean underwear. You don't never know what'll happen. You don't understand what I'm saying? So we gotta take it back to like we always talk about, in the household. Where do we lose that? I still hold my kids accountable. They know not to go out the house looking crazy. I don't care if you just running up the street to the gas station at the corner. Still, no ma'am.
What you think? I'm thinking like, okay, like he said, when he was saying, when Frank, he was saying like the women, you know what I'm saying, when they stop caring, then everybody else stop caring. See, because if they even hold the guys to a standard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the women would hold the guys to a standard, hey, you can't come here with your pants hanging down, your hair, swishing your hair, you're not groomed, right? You know what I'm saying? If the woman got on the man more, he would change. So I think that the man need to let the women, hey man, you ain't gonna be going out looking crazy.
Yeah.
But you represent me too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if that's your woman or your child. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel like you can't be around here looking crazy. Then you know what I'm saying? That they got people having some kind of judgment or some kind of opinion of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But even me having my son in the household and my nephew that I helped raise, they had belts on. They didn't have the sagging pants and stuff like that. I wouldn't allow that. And the very thing, my nephew went out of the house, didn't have a belt on. His teacher called me and said, hey, you know, because he was all about building up, you know what I'm saying, our black youth and stuff like that. He said, hey, you know, I got to have, he can't come in here without a belt on. I said, I sent him to school with a belt on.
Right.
I said, don't worry about it. Went up to that school that next day, and I be damned. He did not. So he took his belt off. He had it when he left the house, but he took the belt off and had his pants and stuff saying, man, I stood in the door frame of that class. He thought he had seen the go. Hey, you, come here. You see what I'm saying? But even that teacher was holding him accountable for that, because that was out of line with what he was trying to build in his classroom with those young black guys. So even teachers, you know what I'm saying, want to see a different standard and stuff. Those slacky pants, I mean, you can barely even walk in them. You get caught in something, you can't run.
And then they letting the kids go to school like that with the Crocs on the side and shit. and the house shoes on and the bunnies and stuff. They never go to school like that.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So they be going to school. I've seen them in schools like that. And
I'm
like, dang, how they even get doing that?
I'm somebody to be able to be going to school or in the school.
In the school. At school.
At school.
Oh.
In class.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, I know.
You might haven't seen like they have shown like some of the teachers be doing the reverse roles and kicking it out. The kid be kicking it, wearing what they wearing with the hoodies on and this and that and the slack and the shoes and talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling like you said, not to go off subject, but it seems like we got to change. We got to have some kind of like, standard of how we want to be seen.
And be held accountable for that.
Held accountable.
Like, for real, be held accountable for that.
What-
nobody
what-
holds nobody accountable. And you dare not say nothing to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think back when we were growing up, and I hate to keep bringing us up, but when we were growing up, we were held accountable by our fellow, the people we hung out with, the people in our class. Because I'm just thinking about when I grew up, my mom and grandma didn't have to tell me to get fly. I was gonna get fly because I didn't want to step out that door. And back then, without no crease in my pants or nothing like that, or clean shoes, or clean shoestrings, I just didn't want to do it. I mean, we cleaned our shoes at night. We made sure we would just fly the next day.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the girls didn't want to talk to you unless you was fly.
Yeah.
Right.
Shoes had to be crisp.
Right. We held each other to that standard. And then when you came into class or you came to school, you just came to hang out. We like, man, what you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would joan you about that, and then the next day you correct yourself. I don't know if they can't do that now. I think it's probably more dangerous to do that now because people are a little bit more softer than we were when we grew up. But
skin's real thin.
skin real thin. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be you can't hold them accountable that way. But I'm just thinking about. My mama didn't have to tell me to get fly. I'm gonna do that regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
You right about that.
People say stuff that come in.
Yeah. Westside Misfit says, I don't wear normal PJs. I wear leisure clothes. I'll run to the store or whatever. Now, my hair always wrapped because I got locks. But damn. But damn. So, Slick, she'll go out. But she does have leisure wear on. It's not pajamas and a bonnet, and her hair is real long, so her dread's long, so she wraps that stuff up.
Right.
But she'll run to the store and come back.
And leisure wear is different from pajamas.
Yeah.
Like,
Pajamas and booty shorts.
Man, what do you mean? You hate to even take, like, if I had like my granddaughter or something like that, somebody in the line in front of us, cheeks all out the whole. It's just so how do I tell her? Hey, you need to dress this way and be this way, but you see like all these different people in the store just wearing what they want to wear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know with that, what it is, you're gonna set the example. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
don't want to be like you.
Yeah.
She's like you know what I'm saying? But people, the kids mimic what they see as well.
Yeah.
But if they see you doing it in a certain way, I think they're gonna try to follow them footsteps, but they don't know those people. But you see them, they out there like, God, this what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see it, and I know that they're putting us in a category every time. Like black folk gonna do this, how black folk gonna do. They gonna walk up with the buttons in the head. They're gonna be loud. They're gonna be ghetto. They're gonna be doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like the stereotypical thing is really out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Do y'all think it's a majority of us doing it though? I just don't feel like it's a majority of us who are doing it, especially when it comes to. I think we're getting out the phase of the sagging pants. To be honest with you, now you might have a few. I've seen a few, but in the store lately, I haven't seen a lot of guys with their pants sagging. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I just haven't seen it.
The younger guys,
I just haven't seen it. I think that phase is I mean, it's not totally gone, but I believe that phase is phasing out because you don't want to have I think a lot of young black men are learning that the stereotype, just because you're gonna get labeled a thug or a troublemaker if you do these things, and I think they're trying to get out of that type of situation. I don't know necessarily about the bonnets and the pajamas. I really haven't seen that many women at the store with those on either.
No,
lately.
I had no.
Lately, now before, like pre-Divock, yeah, during Divock, yeah, but other than that,
but I
do.
You do?
I do.
Most definitely.
I'm talking every day, every time I step out. I'm not trying to be funny. Every time I step out, in a store, in a grocery store, in a gas station. I hear them on the aisles coming behind me. Shh, shh, shh. I said, they got some
Maybe I just don't
goddamn
pay
hot shit.
attention to them enough.
Maybe
Maybe
not.
I'm drowned out. Maybe I've gotten so
Hey,
used to it.
and maybe that could be.
Yeah.
That definitely could be.
Slick says, when it's time to dress, I do, but my comfort is a must, and I do believe in matching panties and bras. Grandma taught me that.
Yeah, yeah, that too. So that's what I'm saying. Even with that, they held us to a certain standard.
That's what you said, 'cause we got a comment on here. He was saying they don't have any role models no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, what you said, your grandbaby saying you dress, you know, you present yourself, you come out the house, then they'll say, okay, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some role models. For real.
Yeah.
That basically what everything is like, 'cause you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna, all them people like Beyonce and all that. You ain't gonna see Beyonce coming out, but when you do see her come out,
Yeah.
she on point.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
Because she know them cameras gonna be flashing, so she know people looking at her, so she gonna be on point. So you need to be on point at all times. You know what I'm
But the thing about it, for me, I have the choice whether I want to step out with something, booty shorts, my butt cheeks hanging out, but I know what comes with it. I don't want
Oh, yeah,
that.
that'll
You understand
take-
what I'm saying?
that kinda
So
takes
so
you
I
out
don't
there.
want that. Now if I'm at the beach doing my thing or whatever, that's a different environment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's proper attire.
Yeah.
But me running to the store and stuff like that, so I do have a choice whether to put this on. And let me tell you some real spill stuff. Let me tell you something. Even at church, I'm not trying to be funny. The stuff that I've seen at church too. Our grandparents, you wouldn't dare. I'm talking about they wouldn't even let you wear like certain length skirt or if it was too tight. Where you going with that? Go take that off, and you would go back in there and take that off.
Oh, they throw that scarf over your leg.
Yeah.
You distracted pastor.
You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even the way that you
You
sat,
sit, yeah.
the way that you sat in
Yeah.
church or class, you know what I'm saying? Or you need to cross your legs over because you have a skirt on. Like, we learn these things. You know what I'm saying? Close your legs. You these little boys around here, you know what I'm saying? So there we go with that role model stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
proper
Yeah.
etiquette.
Proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's proper etiquette, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't be like you got a skirt on, you know what I'm saying. You gotta learn how to sit, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I guess the thing is we probably have lost that, and it goes back again to who dropped the ball on all that again.
We did.
We dropped the ball.
I
on
think
it,
we
you know
dropped
what
the
I'm
ball on
saying?
that.
We dropped the ball.
I mean, we taught our children, but I don't think our children took the time to teach the younger ones, the
Yeah.
younger generations, because they were so busy
What up,
trying
Lord?
to live up to our expectations
Yeah.
and trying to, I don't know how between our generation and our children's generation, it was dropped.
It was a disconnect
It was
somewhere.
a disconnect somewhere, and then the newer generation, the 18 to 15-year-olds, it's like that ball was dropped somewhere in between that, and I can't really get to where the disconnect is because I don't really know. I know that most of us, when we took care of our children. I mean, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think we took care, but I think our children didn't do a good job of taking care of their children. Even though we gave them great examples of doing that, and we did everything we can to make sure they were great children and great, pillars of society.
Right.
I don't think they did it.
Yeah.
Because I guess you had to deal with that. That's when the free spirit came in.
Right.
Our children were a little bit more free spirit. Whether they were millennials or
Yeah.
whatever the generation that they call it is. I think they were a little bit more free spirit. And
I done lost track of that generation.
yeah, I lost track. I think we Generation X.
Yeah.
And I only know that because of commercial.
Yeah.
I watch old commercials, 80 commercials. But other than that, I don't know what happens after Generation X.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so we're considered Generation X.
Yes.
70s, baby, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we consider Generation X.
Yeah, I mean, because I get if you look at I'm just saying, people used to want to look good, huh? They were dressed. They were dressed to
Yeah.
impress.
What
They were
happened?
dressed to impress now. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the flies. You know what I'm saying? And my parents, my dad, when they was watching them back in the day, I ain't never seen who went on tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't I guess that wasn't a thing. They how they rock. But he ain't went on that. I know it definitely at 51 he had on tennis shoes on.
Right, right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Right.
they just dress different. Like they may have a button-up shirt and slacks, you know what I'm saying? And wear a hat or something, you know what I'm saying? I guess that showed maturity. And they just showed you know what I'm saying? that's when you knew the difference in the age groups. As well,
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew the difference in the age groups because they dressed accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And they showed you showed them respect. So I guess when and we out here doing the same, kicking the same way they kicking it, and we were out here older, walking out the store with some buttons on our head, or walking out. Ain't washed our face and brushed our teeth.
Oh,
the
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We
Right.
ain't showing no example. They looking at, oh man, he did. I'm gonna do it too.
Right.
I'm gonna put it like that too.
Yeah.
I guess whoever first started that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And started it so that people just come right behind us and shit, they do. I'm gonna go and slide and do it right quick.
Yeah.
Because they, at a certain age, like you say. So what do they say? Like 40 and up, like you're an uncle now. You're
Yeah.
aunt
Yeah.
or auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So aunts and auntie, we need not have the bonnets on. We need not have the, you know what I'm saying, the slack pants, the wearing the pajamas. And so I said, at a certain age, like they don't need to see us doing that.
Yeah, right.
Period.
Right,
I
right.
don't care.
Yeah,
I think what's happening with us though is a lot of us are trying to be younger, so we doing what they do. To be honest with you, I don't know if we set an example.
Yeah.
I think they set an example for us in a lot of things, and we are doing what. I mean, you think about it. We listen to the same music they listen to. I mean, some of us go to the same clubs they go to.
Yeah.
So to be honest with you, we doing we mimicking them.
So, something I think it is right here. I think because sometimes we came up in the hip hop era, so we like the hip hop 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying right now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So we still maybe listen to the hip hop whatever like that, but we love our old school. You know what
Most
I'm saying?
definitely, we
You
do.
know, We love our old school. I can rock, hey man, I put my Pandora on, I can rock out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I put my Pandora, I can rock out, but I'm saying it's like we just a hip hop generation. So it feels like we might be still like this, like that.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, it comes to us being a different level of them looking at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I think that's what it is.
Because you know what? Even for me being a remote worker,
Okay.
I still get up, get myself together, and I'm presentable in front of that screen because I never know if I have to jump on a Teams meeting or my department needs me. I never not have my camera on. You know what I mean? So even in that setting in my home, I'm still representing that company. You see what I'm saying? I'm still somebody's manager.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? So it's all about representation. Even if my kids were to come in and walk in the room, they would see me fit, ready for work in front of that screen. You know what I'm saying? So I still want, like I said, I still want them to be able to be like, dang, mama working from home, but she's still,
Right.
representing. She's still put together for her job. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
part.
think it's a struggle with that, but also we talking about just the dress and the appearance, but we got to get to the conversation and the way they talk too. Now,
Yeah.
now
No,
those
well,
are not
definitely
proper etiquettes either because you have. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes these kids be talking. I don't know what they saying.
Yeah.
And I really want them to not think that using proper English is talking white. I really want them to understand that you have to talk proper English and just to get a job, even for your
Yeah.
applications,
Right,
even
right,
for when
right,
you
right.
have a manager, you go to a meeting and get a job. They not gonna want you to talk like you talk every day. They just don't want that. I don't care if you answer the phone or you wait in the back in the warehouse. They don't want that, and I don't think a lot of these kids understand that. You have to pronounce your words and say what say it how you mean and say it with your chest. And a lot
Yeah.
of them don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean that etiquette in itself, know how to talk in front of, like when I'm at work, I always call women that I work with Miss. I say Miss. I might call them by their first. I say Miss Kim. And one lady said, "Why do you say? Why you call us?" I said, "Because I don't want to get a misunderstanding at
Yeah.
work by me calling you your first name. I want you to know it's always respect."
Yeah.
And I don't want to get thrown off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody
Right.
to accuse me of anything because I'm always going to address you as Miss or Ma'am. She said, "Well, wow, that's different." I said, that's just how I am. I don't know if everybody else like that, but that's how I am. So certain little things you do can actually set you apart, but also can set you ahead too.
Yeah.
Just like you said, my son told me, he said he got the job. He went to a job in January. He get the job. He went in straight up suited and booted. He got the job. The man told him, "Boy, you got the job automatically. How you came in here?
Yeah.
How
You know how many
came in
times he
dressed-
don't see that?
Right.
Every time he don't see that.
Right,
For
right.
real. He came in dressed up, had his shoes and slacks on, everything. Man said, "You got the job automatically because how you came in here."
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. Cause like now he said, and I said, "I'm proud of you." You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta pat him on the back. Sometimes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Understand that you're doing a good job. You know what I mean? Because like, he said, he like, "Well, I got the job," and the man just said, he like, "Well, I dress." He didn't tell me. I ain't even tell him I know how to do the job yet. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
But say-
right.
The man said, "We'll train me."
Presentation is
Yeah,
everything.
presentation. You know what I'm saying? So, but he had went out with a t-shirt on and some and some shoes
And some
on,
jeans or something.
No belt on, no haircut. The man was he didn't just like the other cat. Oh, he'll be going. If you do get high, he may be going to go right out the door next week when he get first paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you present yourself to people.
I like that. Give you a pat on the back. Like if they are doing the right thing and stuff like that, let them know. Just say for instance, even a female walking into a grocery store, she just coming from church, nice little suit on and stuff like that. You won't get her the compliment, but you'll get a one compliment with the booty shorts on. Hey, you look real nice. But she look nice too. You see what I'm saying?
She the one who look nice.
Yeah, what you mean? So yeah, we definitely got to start. Yeah, pay them women. You know what I'm saying? Those compliments and stuff.
Right, because it's like this here. When you dress that way or whatever, so a person gonna look at you like this. So they trying to feel like you're easy. So the woman who was in the dressed up in the suit or whatever, they feel like, oh, I gotta work for that. You know what I'm saying? You might just tell her pull up, get a blank, and we got, you know what I'm saying, go chill.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How she dressed, she like, oh hell yeah, they go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not stereotyping nobody.
Yeah.
Please don't let them know. I'm not bashing nobody, but I'm just saying
giving different scenarios.
We gotta present ourselves to be okay. If you want, because you can't. Okay, if a person you saying, hey, I want to be treated this way. This is how I want to be. I'm a queen. Blah 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 blah. You gotta put yourself in a position to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be wanting somebody to holler at you and talk to you in a incorrect English and talking about being something with you, and then you looking ratchet as hell.
That's true.
Yeah.
Period.
That's true.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Like you said, if you carry yourself that way, they're gonna treat you. You gotta tell them how to treat you.
Yeah.
They're gonna treat you accordingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you ain't gotta tell them nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh yeah.
I believe the competition is not there anymore either. Like we were saying when we were growing up, everybody was fly. You wanted to be fly with them. I don't think the competition. Everybody's dressing the same now, so there is really no. There's no reward to dressing different. No reward to setting yourself out and looking and dressing nice because everybody dressed the same. You know, it's just. It's maybe like if I come to school and I'm dressed up and I'm nice, and I know we don't wear, nobody creases their pants, but I still do. I iron everything.
Come on.
I iron everything.
I don't put no crease on. I'm gonna iron
I'm creasing everything.
I
My shirt's gonna be creased. If I'm going out that door, I'm ironing everything.
As long as it ain't with that hard starch and with the pants stand up by themselves.
I don't do the starch no more.
Some stuff requires starch.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm talking about to the point where they standing up by the pants, standing up by themselves.
How you want to start heavy or light? Cardboard.
I get that heavy starch when I was younger. Hey,
the cardboard
heavy.
For real. And they see the cardboard. They know you been to clean them.
Man, what?
What though? If a person did take time out to do that, they trying to show that and they want their appearance to be on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However you rock it, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure them collars pressed down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole nine.
I press all that. Even when I go into the office and I'm in the office, I'm like, why these people don't? They just don't dress. Like I'm always gonna dress nice when I go to the office because you never know who's going to be in the office.
Yeah.
So I always try to dress nice, collar shirts, slacks, nice shoes, socks to match, belt to match. I always dress nice in the office. And then when I come in the office and you see these folks, they got on tennis shoes, they got on jeans.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that ain't it.
We got to call in. What's going on?
Press.
Hey, Real Atlanta Podcast, what's going on?
I was calling in to comment on the culture that we're living in now. And I just feel that the only way that we're going to get it back, it has to start from the home. And it has to start from, like, the way that our ancestors taught us and the way that we grew up. Just simple living and taking control of our kids. Our kids are all over the place. The culture is all over the place. So now everything goes. Everything is acceptable. You go to church. You get on a plane. I remember growing up as a kid, you had to be dressed up to get on a plane. Now it's like you can get on with your pajamas on, your tennis shoes, your headscarf. It's just that the images that we're portraying, it has to start from the older generation to embark change on the younger generation because we're acting just like the younger generation. So they really have no role models. You have a 40-year-old man that's sagging pants. How can he tell a 14-year-old to pull your pants up or put on a shirt and a tie? And I've worked in management, and the way that they present themselves coming in for interviews, it's just like slouching down. It's no standard because the grandparents, the grandmothers, and mothers are trying to be kids' friends. So we got to raise our standards up and start looking at ourselves as a culture and looking at the older generation to change the younger generation.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I guess everything does go back to that, don't it? It starts from the home. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
But I think that y'all are doing an amazing job, and this is a great topic. I'm going to have some more people tap in, and y'all just keep doing a great job because people need to hear more of this. There need to be a movement. Like when we had a movement at Jackson Memorial back in the days, like turning in the guns, pull your pants up. It's got to start with the head, and the tail will all fall in, but it's no leadership that's an example.
That's good.
Wow, we appreciate you tapping in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Pull
goes.
that phone a little closer to you, Chris, just a little bit.
It goes back to
So it won't be on
us
that ear
holding
there, you
them
know.
accountable.
Pull that cord from under there so it won't be. I'm sorry. Thank
It
you.
goes back to us holding them accountable.
Accountable.
Right.
And what's wrong with saying that to even like I said, start in our household. It's okay to tell them kids, hey man, go back in there and what you got on? Where you going with that? And not feel like you're gonna hurt their feelings or dang, my daughter gonna be mad at me or my son. So what?
Right.
Do you think our grandparents gave a damn when they told us to go back in there and will wait on you to come out with something else on? You know what I'm saying? Or who bought you that? I know you didn't take my money and go buy that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we definitely have to hold them accountable for it. Bump what they say, their feelings and stuff. Cause I know parents are like, I'm not gonna even say nothing to her, cause she'll get an attitude.
Right.
So what?
So?
And so
I
yeah.
can tell, 'cause my dog, she gonna tell you quick. My dad always talk about what you doing in your house. What's wrong with your house? Yeah, I'm gonna tell that every time. See, you always representing me. Like we trying to tell, like, look, take that chunk off or straighten your hair. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, 'cause we
Right.
Man, I remember my dad got mad. I had got a skit fade the first time with a box. He like, man, take that. Where you get that ugly jump from? Take your hair like that, mother. Go to the ball shop, delete shit. Cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, for real, man.
She made a good point with us not wanting to be their friends and stuff or too afraid to say something too.
One of the listeners said she agreed with everything that caller just said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
She
for
she
real.
was on point for that
Right,
for
right,
sure.
right,
I
right.
definitely agree. Appreciate that call.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I think it's a fine line that a lot of parents try to walk because they want their children to come and tell them if something's going on, but they
Right.
also don't know how to discipline and have them to come tell them what's going on too.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you alienate children. To if you discipline them too much, they say, I'm not gonna tell mom
Yeah.
that because she gonna be mad and I'm be in trouble, whatever. Then you have the whole other narrative. She telling you everything, but she dressing like she your friend, or he dressing like, or he talking to you like he your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like he not giving you the respect you are due as dad and mom, because they're so used to you just letting them be and doing what they want to do.
Yep.
That's where that respect kind of disappears when you try to be too much of their friends. And I get you want them to talk to you and tell you things, but sometimes you have to sacrifice some things for other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
You're right. You're right about
just
that.
like marriage is a compromise, being a parent is not necessarily a compromise. But when they get older, you have to figure out that path to where you can get them to talk to you, but you also can let them know I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
We're not equal.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not equal.
Yeah, we're not equal.
Yeah,
That's
if
good.
you want to call in, the number is 678-740-9894. 678-740-9894. I didn't pin it in. That was my bad. But yeah, but for real, you can't. They gotta realize we're not equal. So that's the only way you're gonna get the respect out of it.
Yeah.
One person I use as a good example, and I try to do my children the same way. I don't know if my children do respect me. I'm not gonna say that they don't. I have one rebellious daughter who's a little bit older. She's always been rebellious, so that's not anything new. But since they're in their 30s and almost 40, I don't have to deal with that too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My youngest son just turned 33 the other day, so I'm good.
Let's go.
Slick and her son always had a great before he passed, they always had a great relationship. Like they could talk about anything and everything, but he also knew that Slick wasn't playing no games
Come on
with him.
now.
You get what I'm saying? Like he knew where the line was, and he did not want to step over that line. And I would watch them and how they interact. He loved his mama to death. You know what I'm saying? He loves his mama. Mama first, everything. But mama don't play too.
Yeah.
And I respected her for that because she was a single mother raising a child. But he knew who his mama was. He knew what his mama was going to let slide and wasn't going to let slide. You get me? But he loved her to death. So I always watched that and see that dynamic and see that relationship, and I respected it because it wasn't fake. I mean, it was just how they were. You know, and some people didn't understand it. Once I watched it and analyzed it, I understood it a little bit better. But it's just one of them situations where you like, he tell you everything, but he also know you'll snatch him up by the neck and he just around me and just I've seen her do it. So
yeah, I like that. And you know what? And one of the things that Frank Ski was saying as far as restaurant dress codes and the clubs and stuff like that, I remember back in the day, it was certain clubs that you already knew you had to be dressed up to even go into. You know what I'm saying? The 112s, the this, that, and like there was certain dress codes. So even like I'm just gonna say, even like sometimes I might be out, but like, damn, I sure wouldn't mind going to Houston. I want that spinach dip. But I got on tennis shoes and a tank top. I know good and damn well I said, damn, I ain't gonna be able to go to Houston. It's already embedded in me, like I know what their dress code is. I'm not finna go in there, dang, y'all going there, y'all ain't gonna let me in. I know what the dress code is. You know what I'm saying?
And then you know, sometimes the dress codes keep out the riffraffs.
They have a dress code for a reason.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, people post about that. You know, they say, "Oh, they think I'm not gonna get busy in my church shoes." I know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
But you know, it see, but it goes like this here. When you just say when you dressed up or whatever. You ain't trying to get messed up, especially when, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You trying to look good. So, I ain't trying to mess up my good shit. I'm trying to look nice and present, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I might be able to pull something, so I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? But when you got your scrapping clothes on, you be ready, you know, anything can go down. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, they know that, like, okay, even with the clubs, places with age difference, you got to be 25 and over or whatever, 30 and over to come in. You know what I'm saying? That helps as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you're not gonna. If you look good, you dress good, you smelling good, you trying to stay that way.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to stay grown. You ain't trying to goddamn go and be sweaty or good all that. So you know what I'm saying? It's just certain ways. You know what I'm saying? What you doing when you think you look good, you ain't trying to get in no trouble either.
And you know what? And I'm not gonna lie. Like when somebody say, "Hey, you know, such and such having a party over here," I immediately go and if I don't know where it is, I immediately go and see. Let me see what them. I'm not lying. What part of town it's in? Right. Their dress code. I do my research before I even go. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things. So I know how to dress. Or if somebody say, "Hey, this has been a nice restaurant," you know, I heard about it. Right. Like I said, I still look at the dress code, see what's required before I even go, because that's just how I am. I'm finna respect those people. You can't get in, man, with that tank top, or you can't get in with, you know what I'm saying, with tennis shoes. I just can't go. I just can't go to that restaurant then with what I got on. Damn it, I wanted some Houston spinach dip. I can't get it today. Okay, I can't get it today. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gonna put that shit on.
Come out with a spinach dip. Okay, I had to plan my Houston visit, so and that's what it is. But nowadays, like you say, for the younger generations, they have like day parties and places with the hookah and stuff like that, so they don't even have a dress code. They want that money. They want you in here buying the wings, getting the hookah. You come as you are. So they not held accountable for the way they come in.
And I think maybe the establishments know that they're not going to dress. They're not going to do that. If they feel that you have a dress code for them to come and smoke hookahs and drink and eat wings and drink and have a good time, most times they gonna pass.
They're gonna pass.
That's why you heard what Frank Ski said. A lot of our clubs are closed and stuff like that because you know, he did a video a while back because it's so expensive. Now people are passing. That's why they having day parties. They going back to house parties. You know what I'm saying? They going back to come to the house. Let's have a drink. Let's get a DJ. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Chill out. They going back to that now because it's so expensive to go out. But if you had a dress code on top of that, it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna be shut down within a month. Nobody want to pay $100 a part, $3 to get in, $300 for wings and drinks, and then you telling me how I got to dress.
Well, hey, like I said, then you don't go.
Establishment.
Yeah, they don't go to those establishments.
I mean,
but it's catered to the ones that it's no dress code. You come as you are, so they can wear what they want to wear. It's catered. It's a lot of places. There's a lot of bars like that. So what if sometimes, like, if their menu is good and I want to go in, you know what I'm saying, to have something to eat, but I don't want to be around the hookahs today. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. But it's subject to, like, that comes with it. Hey, yeah. So you just got to figure out. And I look for, and I'm not gonna lie, I look for a grown crowd when I do go somewhere. I look for, you know what I'm saying, what type of establishment it is, or you know what I'm saying, how I just want to go with some grown people. Let's listen to, you know what I'm saying, some good music, hang out, and everybody want to go home that's in here.
Yeah.
Right.
In this building. Everybody want to go home.
Right.
Everybody gonna go home. Everybody got something to lose.
Everybody got something. Everybody got something to lose in here. Man, what you mean?
I had an issue when I was in Florida where I had on a linen short set and I couldn't get in the club. I had on a linen short set. I had on dress shoes and everything.
Oh, yeah,
And you were
where
well?
at, in Miami?
I think I was in Tampa.
Okay.
Or no, Orlando. I was in one of them little cities.
But those spots do that. They do be like they certain stuff
Yeah,
you can't
and I
wear.
was shocked because people wearing jeans and tennis shoes getting right in the club. I just had on a linen short set.
They probably didn't want you to wear shorts.
And I'm like, but this is Florida. It's 194 degrees right now.
Yeah, you can't get in live like that. Club
Oh,
live,
okay.
You can't get in live without them put no shorts on, no man, no stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might let you slide, they gonna let you slide with tennis shoes, but you have some pants on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let you have no shorts on it now. So it's all about, I guess it's all about, you know, do you want to visit those establishments, but do you want to present, do you want to just say, when you're going out, you're really trying to go out, the two look good, you know, look decent. You know
I thought I looked good.
Right.
I said I got these products and I had on the had that thing on me, had it on me.
With your house and
Yeah. Have my jewelry dripping.
Taco me, let's go. What you mean I can't get in? Yeah.
It'd be crazy for real though, because like you got, but just your appearance, just tighten up on your appearance. I guess we have to, like she was saying, the caller said, like we got to start it from home. Don't let them walk out the door like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't see you walking out there like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
start with our kids, our nieces, our nephews. Man, hey, where you going with that on? Start saying something. It's okay.
Yeah.
What they gonna do?
I think when it comes to school, though, a lot of parents, and I'm not trying to give an excuse to the parents, but I think a lot of parents are already gone to work when they children in these schools. You just said your son take his belt off. He took his belt off when he was going. You think about the ones the parents who already gone to work at 6 o'clock because they got to be there 7:30, 8 o'clock.
That's true.
And the bus don't come to 8:39. That child wait for that mama to dock that door, then they gonna go up there changing something else, or they haven't even got dressed yet.
Yeah, or have something to change in
Right.
in their bag.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, parents at work doing what they got to do, take care of the child. The child needs to do something responsible and make sure that they don't do anything that's gonna get them in trouble at school. But that's a lot of times that don't happen.
We got one of the listeners said she's saying she think they need to bring back all the dress codes in the clubs and the restaurants. She said she has been to a restaurant where even the cashier got bunnies on. She said she turned right around. She said she turned right around. And go, appreciate that, Kip. Yeah,
The
man.
cashier? Oh, no, man.
So
Come on, man.
The cashier got a bun, so she turned around, and that goes with the management of the goddamn restaurant. She gonna have a goddamn cashier with a button on. You know what I'm saying?
Dang. And you know what's so crazy? I can remember me working at, what was it? Which one was it? I think it was Wendy's. Might have been Wendy's. One of the restaurants I worked in when I was in high school. But we actually had to sit and watch a video before we even got on the floor, got on the cash register. We had to sit and watch a video about customer service, how you interact with the customers, the way you talk and carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we had to watch a video. They were huge on that kind of stuff. But now you go to the boy, you pull up in the drive-through.
They give you a t-shirt. You can start today.
Yeah, what you mean? Somebody just quit.
Somebody just quit. You know how to cook a hamburger.
No, for real. But now you pull up at these establishments and stuff. Even them taking your order at the drive-through. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I was gonna say, listen. I was gonna make us post. I said, man, Who has the worst attitude? The fast food workers or the government workers?
Fast
you can't
food
call
workers.
It, you call it government work. I know you. Oh my bad.
No, like
listen, no. When you call in for some assistance.
Yeah.
Government, not no welfare.
Yeah.
Anything. Anything. The motherfucker working the tag off.
Yeah.
Well, they got a problem with everything you say. And
Yeah.
do. Listen, ma'am, I didn't know. If I knew it, I wouldn't have came.
Uh-huh.
I would have came to you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you had your panties in a bunch today. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the fast food restaurant. Oh my God.
You got to be careful there too.
Well, what?
So you get your
that
food
shit
spit in.
Just spit everything and say, and then you be like, pull around. Hey, talk up louder.
Yeah.
Man, that's y'all thing. Talk up loud. I can't
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
But what you want me to do? I said, I'm gonna just pull around. You know what I'm saying? Then again, you like, why is this
Speed
bullshit?
is, I'm gonna speed off. Just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna eat. Just forget it. But listen. Wait a minute.
You like, man, you that damn
Chick-fil-A.
Hey, man.
Okay, listen, but let me tell you something. One restaurant that you won't see a lot of that, Chick-fil-A holds their employees accountable for the way that
They do, but not lately though. Since Kathy Truitt had the CEO has passed away, and they got these new people on there. The standards
Really?
have gone down a lot.
I have never had a bad experience. I'm being honest. I have never had a bad customer service experience at any Chick-fil-A.
I don't know. I know.
They hold their employees to a standard.
Yeah.
Because they tell you, bless you, have a nice day.
They do say that.
Have a blessed day. How you doing?
95% of the time they'll say that.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten a few say, okay.
No, but see, that's it.
Is this Chick-fil-A?
Right.
Again, that comes from the leadership. Cat, whoever
Yeah.
they told them, hey, this is how you got to address the people. Because Chick-fil-A is a Christian establishment, so they want you to talk to the people this way.
And if you don't like it, you
You
don't
have to
work here.
there.
Go work
You know
somewhere
what I'm
else.
saying? Yeah.
But this is what we require.
right. That's what they
Yeah.
require. So, and they require the people to be looking neat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going back to what we're talking about, you got to be looking neat because it looks like you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't want to compare it to stores, but McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, their workers and their workers look totally different.
Yeah.
You
You
know
don't
what
even
I'm saying?
interact with McDonald's customers. When you go in the store, you don't even interact with them people anymore.
No.
You go to kiosks
You
and
go
all
to
that.
kiosk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slick said, I used to dress sexy and accentuate my attributes, legs and tits, fast tail self. They talk like they got a mouthful of spit.
What you talking about?
I guess she was talking about
The young, when you understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I talk fast, so I try to slow down and talk because I be talking so fast. But by you don't understand, then they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? We already country in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you talking half-ass talking and
Wet. Wet. Wet.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. 'Cause like,
Lemon pepper wet.
Oh, Lord.
Lemon pepper wet. Pepper wet.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think if we start taking it back in the churches, in the homes, schools, the whole nine of just a little bit by little bit, we can start taking this stuff back. Make it like I say, we jump on trends and fads and stuff like that. It's this certain liquor, everybody jump on it. Casamigos, it's certain clothing brand or something like that. We quick to jump on. Let's make it we quick to jump on. Getting our etiquette, you know, back in like it's supposed to be. Being able to dress a certain way. Let's make that a fad or a thing. We can start that too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I appreciate how my buddy got grandma's house, Bojack over there. What up, Bo? Hey, he got grandma's house over there. He got the young man talking to you, looking in your face. Guys,
They don't look it. They don't. Oh no.
Shaking your hand when you're talking to a man, talking to somebody, you know. a firm handshake, all that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, back in the day when especially dads, when they meet that boyfriend,
Oh yeah.
and you don't look him in the eye
Oh,
and
boy.
shake his hand, boy, that was something they read the room with that.
Right.
Oh, he didn't even look me in my eye. Something off with him. Something wrong with him.
Right.
They took that because your firm handshake too. That was a sign like confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Confidence, looking in the eyes and saying, and speaking to him, hey, sir, and yes, sir,
Yeah.
and whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got to get them back thinking that ain't lame to do. Be acting like that.
It's
you
not.
Know, you know what I'm saying? To say, Miss Nigga, like you feel good, say, sir, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You like,
Yeah.
Why? That's what I'm talking about.
I call girls younger than me, ma'am. I say yes, ma'am.
Right.
I mean, I just feel it shows a level of respect.
Yeah.
That they ain't gotta worry about me.
Right.
We good.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, man, we good. You know what I'm saying? I just talk to. I just feel like it's just better for
Yeah.
us all
Yeah.
as a band group or duo. I'm showing you respect. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll reciprocate.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
They won't say what.
For real, though, like you said, showing respect. That whole respect, and then it's like when a person if they would greet you like that, you gonna feel like I said, I'm a son. You dress how you dress. When you present yourself to somebody like that, you don't know where you can go from there. You know what I'm saying? They say always look like if you ain't got damn dollar in your pocket, look like you got
Look
it.
the
You know,
part.
Look like you got
Look
it.
the
My uncle's
part.
favorite word. He used to always wear a 3-piece suit and carry a briefcase. I said, why you always? But I said, why you always got three-piece suit on a briefcase every day?
Right.
Because you don't want people to know where you're going, and you don't want them to know where you're coming from.
Come on, man. With that, what used to call it back in the day? The attaché case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leather, He had a leather with it. He said, you gotta always. He said, and then he always say, you always gotta stink good too. See, these my uncles. I had 5 uncles.
Right.
They
right.
all was different, so that's where I got
Role
mine
model.
from.
Yeah.
They was like, hey, you always gotta stink good. You never. I don't care if you got the dirtiest clothes on. Your body need to be clean.
And if you ask them where they going, go and see a man about a mule.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some business.
Hey,
Right.
I tell them that now. It's like, where you going? Well, go see a man about a dog. You want one?
Huh? Come on now,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
on business.
That
Okay.
means
Right.
you mind your business. For
Yeah.
Slick said, I dated my son, so he knew how to act, dress, and order when we went out. When he went out with women.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
That is smooth.
I like that.
That's smooth, Slick. Boy, that's a fool, Slick. You need to write an itinerary about that for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
really.
Because, like you saying, where they can know how to be.
Mhm.
Or either like, you gotta be on these people. You gotta take, like you said, date them or whatever, and y'all go out to these different places and know how to eat like etiquette. I remember we was in elementary school. We had went on a trip, and the teacher was telling us, look, y'all ain't going that place. No 2 elbows on the table. You know, everything. She was telling us how to be. You're like, God, she teach me something like, don't have your elbows on the table, elbows on the table, and what fork to eat with and stuff like that. You know,
And tell you to sit up straight.
Sit up straight. No
You gonna slouching
no
over.
slouches.
Sit up straight.
Yeah.
I still hear my dad even to this day. He not even in the room with me, and I'd probably be slouching over doors. I'd be like, because it's just in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold your back up. Sit up straight.
And that whole thing, my grandma used to always tell me, don't reach over people's food.
Oh,
Don't reach over
Yes.
people's plates. She always just said, don't reach over people's plates.
Right,
And I'm like,
right.
Mom, I said, Grandma, they telling me you need to reach around or you need to get up and
Ask
go
them to pass it.
and pass it to you. Don't just reach over their plates. She used to always say, don't reach over their plate.
Yeah.
Don't reach over folks' plate.
Right.
It's stuck in my head, so now I don't reach over people's plate. But I'm like, man, why you reach
It's
over?
it's embedded.
But
Yeah.
they go all back to the role model who taught us different values.
Yeah.
They were different values. They say when you teach you something, it goes along with you the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So certain stuff you knew not to do.
Yeah.
You ain't know, like, even though like, some of the old stuff that they used to have us doing, we didn't know if it was right or not. We
Right.
felt like it was proper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like you just said, when you slouched over, you just chilling. When you think about it, you turn straight up. You think about your dad telling you, sit up straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't know that's just helping you back from getting older. You be slouched bent all over when you get old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just certain things were just helping us, like, and they go back to like you said, the role models and the people who we looked up to. We would rather be like those people. Like I always say, but I ain't have one role model. That my dad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't caring about nobody else.
Yeah.
I ain't looking down on the man like no super. No, even though I know I love Michael Jordan.
Right.
I didn't look up to him as no role model.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they had a commercial. Charles Barkley had said, "Look, we're not role models. We're just athletes who know how to dribble a ball, or hit a ball, or throw a football. You know what I mean? So we're not everybody not role models. So you don't look up to them. You look up to the people who we really should be looking up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. So I guess we're ending this Sunday, man. That was a great topic, man. Because we go on and on and on and on and on about some real stuff because we know where the root is.
You're right.
The root is started at home.
Yes,
you
true.
know what I'm saying? That's the root. That's really the root.
And every topic lately that we've been talking about, it always go back to the root, the household. Yeah.
Unity from the household. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we appreciate everybody who listens. We appreciate everybody who come in. We appreciate everybody.
Thanks for the support, guys.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to come in. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to take this thing to another level. You know what I'm saying? The Real Atlanta Podcast. And shout out to Sneak Rep Creations for helping us throw a little shirts on today.
Let's go. Let's go.
She really got us. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
She did it for us. You know what I'm saying? My sister, she everything to me for real. So,
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Before we go, though, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Before we go, if a young man comes into your house to meet your daughter and to meet you, they're doing that right. Let's say they're doing that right step. But when they present themselves, they are terribly dressed, pants sagging, shoes dirty, hair maybe. I don't want to say. A lot of times we take better care of our hair than anything.
Yeah.
But it's just that the presentation is not as good as the fact that they want to meet you and introduce themselves to you for wanting to date your daughter. How would you handle that situation before we go? Real quick.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't judge the kid because I don't know his upbringing. But if he came to me and talked to me like a man and say, hey, I want to take it down, blah, 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 how I go, I can respect that. Then when I get to know him, I make him shoot some jewels. You know what I'm saying? Some gems or something, let him know like, hey, bro, this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? When you get to know this, if you're going to hang around long enough. And you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I wouldn't judge about the rip if he's coming. You know what I'm saying? If you looking messed up, I don't know how he was raised.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
You have to put your best foot forward. You are meeting that girl's dad, and I'm sure her dad is everything to her. If she's having you to meet her dad, you need, because even if I saw you on the ring coming up to the door, I would have probably met you outside. But hey, you can better meet daddy today. I'm sitting up and tell you, you better meet him today.
Right.
And I'm just being honest because especially if I know how my dad is, I'm gonna cut him out. Be like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I'm different on that. And that's just me.
I'm with you.
You gotta put your best foot forward.
And I didn't add this in, but they come and smell like weed or cigarettes, something. I have never drank or smoked, so I really can't judge somebody because they do that. I just have never done it. And then that's just, because if I'm going to meet somebody's dad, I'm gonna smell good. I'm gonna try to look good. I've always done it. When I met, my girlfriend's dad or something, I always try to make sure that I look good, smell good, presenting my, talk properly. Yes sir, yes ma'am. But I wouldn't accept less than what I would do.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to be somebody.
And that's holding them accountable.
Right.
Bottom line.
Slick said, "Where my damn shirt at, Chris?" Just throwing that out there.
we gonna get you, boo.
Hey, Slick. Every time you ask about the shirt, you ain't when I'm here. Text me before 8 o'clock. I had them in the truck one day.
Right.
I let take them out. But I got to stick. Hey, I had to give you all 3 colors. All the colors.
Let's go.
My neck.
I'll make sure I'll make sure I hold him accountable, Slick.
Hey, man, that's a wrap, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody, man. We back next Sunday, you know what I'm saying? But when we don't be here, we'll be back.
Love y'all. Thank you for your support. Have a good week.
Yeah. And where we from?
I'm from the A.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah.
Free.
Yo, I'm on my small A, hard point fitted. Dale Murphy jersey, 5-point chillin'. Mookie Blake like illin'. Cleveland Air BP, Bossa Dutch getting. Speakers in the one of the trues and votes, yeah, I did it. Rice Street, 3 days downstairs, lived it. 95 Freaknik, changed the whole city. Welcome to Atlanta, 96 Olympic. Back and forth, born home, Harry, home, get it. Georgia Dome, Michael Vick, yeah, we still missing. 7 grand Bob's a midget. Mook still with it. Loud Pat, Gat Pat, you strong for my pimpin'. Soul food, busy bee, Mook, go get it. Atlanta, Hollywood, Tyler Perry, fuck with me. Every exit in the city, yo, I represent it. Grady Hospital, 11-7, he go pimpin'. Real Atlanta shit, blow it up, you know you feel me.